Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying to get you guys in focus. It doesn't look like you're in focus. Maybe you are and it's just me. I don't know. I just got out of the shower. We're getting ready to go and see Charles. I'm going to put my hair up in a clip real quick because I'm leaving it just down and curly because it's got some curl to it still. I'm not going to do anything big to it. And as you can see, my bangs is getting long, but they're not long enough to go back. So I have to work with those. But anyway, when I talked to the nurse last night, he was doing really well. So let's get this makeup started and get going so I can go see him. I'm going to start in with the Stila one-step corrector. It's got your three color correctors in it. It's got the lavender, the green, and the peach. And then it's got a serum in it. Just clear to help it glide on. Forgot to get my towel. I always forget my towel. Always. Josh is off Thursday and Friday, and he said on Friday he'd help me finish that beauty room, so I'll be in there. I'll probably film one or two more videos in here, and then the rest of them will be in there, which will be good. I'm tickled to death about that. I get the room back for one, and for two, I can be filming in there. Next thing I'm going to use is the CoverGirl Ovalay. It says CC cream. It's very buildable, but it also says foundation. To me, CC cream's not foundation. It's like a tinted moisturizer. But according to this pack, it says, right here it says CC cream. It says color and correction cream. And then below it says total tone rehab. And then it says foundation base. So I'm going to take a couple pumps of that. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe M439. Start dabbing it all over my face. Which I like this. It's lightweight. And it covers pretty good even for one, one layer. But like I said, it is buildable. So I'll see how it goes today. And if I want to build it up. I didn't the last time I used it, but I liked it. And I didn't do a first impressions, and guys, I'm sorry. There's just been so much going on, what you all know. I've not really put anything on Facebook because there's too many nosy people out there. And I've got a video going up on making sure, I don't care how old you are, if you're 18 or older, that you've got something in writing on what you want if something ever happens. I'm going to put that up today, I believe. It's not very long. It's just a short me talking, no makeup. I look like death, but on that video, hair in my mouth. But it's a serious video, and it's meant to be serious because, we had no idea what to do, so we had to do it as a family. Josh popped his head out of the bathroom looking at me because I think he thought I was crazy. Okay, next thing is I'm going to take my Ready Set Gorgeous and CoverGirl concealer, and I'm going to go up underneath my eyes. We're going to conceal these bad boys. We got some dark circles going on. And when I talk, the family that watches this, and I know there's a lot of my family members on Josh's side and on my side that watches this, I'm not complaining when I say that I kindly check on Charles and I do this and I do that. Guys, if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't do it. I love doing things for Mama. I love helping her out and taking her places and making sure she's got her medicine and, all that stuff. I love doing it for you all because you're my family. So I'm not complaining, and don't take it that way. Now this is a dupe for a beauty blender. It was sent to me by Amazon when I ordered a kit or something, and it came in the kit. It's wet. Make sure it's damp. If it's dry, it's just going to drag you product, and it's not going to take it on there. It's not going to leave it on there. But this is a dupe, and I've been using it because my Real Techniques sponge had it. And I've got another one, but I thought since I had this one, we would try it out and see. And I have never used the Beauty Blender. They're $20 a piece. And for me, a piece of sponge, I think that's just a little too ridiculous. And if I can find out exactly what it was I ordered, I need to go back and find out. and tell you all what this was that it come with. This is a pretty good sponge. I mean, it really smooths things out and does real well. Now with the wet sponge, I'm going to go in with my RCMA powder, which is just a white, no color powder. And I'm going to bake. I did finally get my video up for baking and non-baking. And I didn't realize it was so out of focus. It looked good on the movie maker, and then I put it on YouTube, and I don't know if it had not uploaded to HD yet, because YouTube has to take that and upload it to HD. Last time I watched it, which was right after I done it, so I'm sure it hadn't gotten up there yet. But it may be okay now. I don't know. I've had quite a few views on it, so apparently it's okay. We're just going to let that bake. And while that's baking, we're going to go in. And it comes in like a spice container is what it comes in. And I just took a Rubbermaid and poured me some out because I was trying to put it in the lid of the container. And every time I pour it back in, I'd lose products. To me, guys, money and products is expensive, and I'd rather not waste it. So I done that. And it's not contaminated because the lid goes back on it. And the only thing in it is my sponge. And my sponge gets washed when I wash my brushes. So, you know. Okay, we're going to go in with my eyes. And I'm going to start with the NYX eye base. And I'm doing the white one. I really like it. I was kind of hesitant on it about getting it. But I like it a little bit better than I do the skin tone. Now, if you want your eyeshadow to pop, you want the white, not the snow white. There's a different one. I can't remember if it's snow white or if it's pearl white. But it's a little bit, from what I read the reviews, it's a little bit more shinier. But this really causes your eyeshadows to really pop. Anything you put white under will pop. Nail polish, lipstick. I know it sounds funny putting white and then that, but it will cause it to really pop out. So we're going to go in with that. And then I'm going to go in my Morphe palette, my Z palette, with all my Morphe eyeshadows. And I don't know what colors I'm going to use or what I'm going to do. I'll tell you as I go. I'm going to start out with a fluffy brush. And this little thing I got, it's just a sponge. It looks like a scouring sponge, right? But down in there, if you can see all that product. And what you do is you take your eye brushes, and this saves your bristles. If you've used it before, you just swirl it around, and it knocks off that color to where there's no color on that brush. So you don't have to wash your eye brushes as much. Because, I mean, you look at this brush compared to this brush. Or my Morphe brush. This is eventually going to wear down. I mean, even the Morphe eye pencil that I've got. I mean, it's going to eventually wear down. So, I thought this was a good investment for $7. Okay, I'm going to go in with Crystal. It's kind of a cool tone tan color. We're going to put that in the crease. Blend it out. And like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing today. I'm doing simple. I'm not going to do anything harsh or dramatic, but I just don't know what colors I'm going to do. Pollen count's high here. We're supposed to get storms. It's high. Humidity's high. I'm going to do this twice on my eyes just because I like this color. For a crease and a transition color, I really like it. Okay, then we're going to go in with, I think this is New Moon. I'm getting ready to pick it. Nope. Marble Eyes. It's got a little bit of a sheer to it. And with the same brush, I'm just going to dip it in that thing real quick. I know it was a light color, but this is a shimmer. And we're going to go just a little bit below the crease, but still in the crease, and put this on. And if it gets on your eyelid, guys, it's no big deal. Because you're going to blend all of it together eventually anyway, so. And you don't want no harsh lines. If you don't want them on your face, like on your, you know, down around your chin and up around your hairline, then you don't want them on your eyes. So, just, sorry, I had to change batteries. My battery went dead. I guess I need to start checking that before I start filming. I didn't realize that it had was low. And then with a different fluffy brush, a little bit more sturdy, just a little bit more stout. It's still a fluffy brush, and this is by BS Mall. And it's an Amazon brush, and I've had them for about a year now, and I haven't had any issues with them. That piece of hair is getting on my nerves. I'm going to go in with, if I can get it out without busting it, I'm So Fancy. It's a bluish gray. And I'm going to pop that down on my lid. And blend it up into the crease. But we're going to mainly focus this on the lid. And then blend it into the crease. And then I'm going to go back with the first color I used, which was, do we remember? Because I don't. I know where it's at in my palette. Crystal. But I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah, I know. And with the first fluffy brush we used, I'm going to go in with Crystal and just blend it all together. Make sure that we don't have no harsh lines right in there. Because like I said, if you don't want them down here, and you don't want them around your hairline and down this way, you don't want them on your eyes. So we're just going to blend this out with Crystal. Okay. We'll go back to the eyes and do that. I'm going to go ahead and take my powder off. And I got a new Morphe powder brush. And it is the Morphe M107. It's powder brush. And I'm going to knock that off. Knock all the bake off. And it just gives your face more of a dimension, I think, when you bake. I mean, you can tell, you know. I'm going to go in with this Ofra Oil Control Pressed Powder. And everything that I didn't bake, I'm going to use my powder brush here, and I'm just going to swirl it on my face. I don't have a lot of oil problems. In my T-zone I do, but I bake there, so I shouldn't have a whole lot. But this powder is really silky and really smooth. And I really like it just to powder the rest of my face. And the reason I'm going ahead and doing this is so I can do my eyebrows. And then finish the eye look. And if you take this over where you baked, it won't hurt it. And yes, I swirl around my neck with my powder just to make sure I don't have a harsh line. Okay, now I can do my eyebrows. I'm using medium brown Ardell eye pencil on my brows. And I'm just filling them in. I'm not doing like a dramatic look or, you know, painting them on thick or anything like that. I'm just kind of filling them in. And I cleaned them up a little bit last night too. I tweezed them so that way. I hate to have them waxed. It hurts for one thing. And if I get them cut, if I get them waxed and I take care of them and I keep up with it, I do pretty good. I don't have to have them waxed so often. So I try to go in there and, you know, keep my shape, and because I just like a normal shape. I don't like a high arch or any of that kind of stuff. I just like normal. I'm a simple girl. What can I say? I like it simple. And then I'm going to go in with the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. This is a BoxyCharm that I got back in May or June. I don't remember which one. And I really like it. I don't know how much it is just to purchase it. But any clear, I mean, I use e.l.f. It's $1. And I don't mind it. It works really well too. I mean, it's just as good. I mean, it's just laying down your eyebrows and making sure that the shape you want, it's there. The one eyebrow is different than the other, so we're going to fix that. Just a little bit of pushing. There we go. Now, I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Max and Volume Mascara. I love this stuff. and it's waterproof. And I'm not a waterproof type girl with mascara. I'm used to the old stuff, but I really like this. If you look back on my channels, this and the Mega Length I've used a lot since I got it. And I've got some that I've not opened yet, just because I like these so much. But I've got some that I need to actually open and start doing and using. But until these run out, I will repurchase them, because they're not that high. They're like $4.99, $3.99. I think this one's $4.99, the other one's $3.99. But sometimes, you know, at CVS, Walgreens, you can get them for, you know, buy one, get one half price. So that's how I got these two. That's what I did. I looked for sales and then I did it that way. Because makeup is not cheap, food is not cheap, bills are not cheap. So, I mean, you got to save a little place everywhere you can. I'm going to go back into my palette and I'm going to pick up a little bit on a smudge brush. And this is going to be an e.l.f. smudge brush. $1 brush. Now, I'm telling you all. I've got my Amazon cheap. Well, they're not cheap, but they're not expensive. And Morphe's really not that expensive, guys. I mean, use Manny MUA on your discount code. Use Nikki Tutorial, Jack Attack, and save some money. I'm going to pick up that blue that I use. I'm so fancy. And I'm just going to drag it underneath my eyelashes on the bottom just a little bit. And that is the only color I'm going to put under there. I just want a little bit of a, because you can tell the difference. I'm going to show you. See, you can see where I dragged it under and where I didn't. It just gives it a little bit more of a look, I think. I mean, that's just me personally. So, we're going to do that on this side too. Just drag it under. And you really need a smudge brush, and it's just because it's a short bristle brush. And it gets up underneath there really well. If you try to use a fluffy brush, you're going to get it everywhere. I mean, it's just going to flake off and it's just going to fly, and you don't want that. So now that the eyes are done, we are going to go in with, I'm going to use Makeup Geek's pressed powder. This is an XOXO, and this was a BoxyCharm also. And with my blush brush, and this stuff is very pigmented, so knock it off, shake it, because it's very pigmented. And unless you like bright cheeks, and I'm not one for bright cheeks, you don't want a whole lot. Because, I mean, that's even me knocking it off. And like I said, we're getting ready to leave and go see Charles, and Smokey's in the bed thinking that he can be all cool and calm and maybe not get kennelled. Well, we've been discussing that, and he's been pretty good, so we may not kennel him. It just depends. I'm going to go in with my Eco Tools, and this is another good brush, and it's not very expensive, and it's an oval shape, and I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronze. And with my skin tone, y'all know I use porcelain and ivory. So I'm going in with the light bronze, and they have different shades. They have medium bronze. They have light to medium, and this is just light. The light to medium is too dark for me. I'm just going to warm up the face around the hairline a little bit. But just depending on your skin tone. And then I'm going to go underneath my blush and just kind of carve out my cheekbones a little bit. Not a whole lot. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go underneath the chin right here just to define it a little bit. Just under the chin bone. Underneath the lip. I'm going to go down the nose just a little bit. I'm not contouring, I'm just bronzing a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with my big fan brush, which is a BS Small. It's Amazon. And I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Illuminating, this is Catwalk Pink highlighters. And I'm just going to dip across all of them and just hit my cheekbones above the blush. Just to give it a little hint of glow there. Nothing major. Josh is watching me. Then I'm going to go above the eyebrow on each side. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to dip into the the lightest shade and go underneath the eyebrow on both sides. And I'm going to smooth that out with my finger just because I don't want that harsh line there. What's left, guys? What do we got left? What do we got left? Lips, I guess. I'm going to go in with Nubi, N-A-B-I. I got some pencils and I need to do a swatch on these. I haven't done that yet. But this color that I'm going to use is natural. And I'm using the Ofra long-lasting lipsticks in Pasadena. And I got this in a BoxyCharm also. But this shade looked like it was the closest to the color to match. I'm just going to line my lips with it real quick. And then I'm going to go in with Pasadena. And this is a neutral brown. It's not really a dark brown by no means. It's very pretty. I like it. Matter of fact, I had it in my shopping cart to order it on ofracosmetics.com. And then I got my BoxyCharm and it was in there, so. And I didn't know, I knew we were getting Ofra Cosmetics, or lipsticks, but I didn't know what color we were getting. I'm getting my NYX spray out and I'm going to use the matte finish today. This is just going to set everything down, all your powder. Ooh. Might want to make sure this nozzle's on the right side, mightn't I? And I don't use that every day, but, you know, it's going to be a long day. There's quite a bit of things we're going to do while we're out today. So I just figured with the high humidity, the heat and stuff, I'd go ahead and do that. But like I said, if I'm doing a day-to-day thing, I don't do it. And then I'm going to take my hair and I'm going to let it go crazy. And I'm just going to pin that back a little bit and crunch this up some and let it dry. And it's real pretty when it dries. If there's any comments y'all want to leave, tutorials you'd like to see, you know, leave them in the comment bar. I do check my comments and I reply to my comments. The giveaway is still going on, which I don't think we're going to hit the 100 come July 31st at midnight. If we do, wonderful, I'll give that away. If we don't, then we'll keep it and we'll, you know, September, October, November, somewhere in there, we'll keep that and then do something added to it. Thumbs up if you like talk through chit chat tutorials. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, not only for the giveaway, but just subscribe to me. I'm just a common, normal housewife. You know, I don't do dramatic. I can, but I don't, because I just think a lot of people in my area, it's just normal day-to-day type wear, and that's, you know, what they want to see. So, if there's any new products you want to see, hair-related, makeup-related, I do have a cooking tutorial that I've been asked to do. I've still not got that done. It's going to take 2 days, which I'll spin off, and it's not having anything else going on to get that done. But I will do that, I promise. Yeah, other than that, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Have a good day or night wherever you may be, and we'll talk to you in the next tutorial. Bye.